Welcome to Coach Celeta. And I want to share something with you guys. One of the things that I do for me that helps me out is, as far as therapy goes, when I'm a little stressed, um, I make jewelry. It's one of the simplest things to make when you're making jewelry, to me, okay, is earrings. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make two pair of earrings while we're talking. Um, right now, um, I like to get some of my stuff from Hobby Lobby all over the place. My beads from all over the place. But today, um, I went to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby had a 50% sale on their beads and their jewelry making items. So me being who I am, I thought that I would go ahead and get pick up some and make some jewelry. Okay, so I tried to do a video a couple of times and I didn't realize that they were terrible videos to me. They were videos that I was not happy with at all. So I took them down. So I'm going to start all over again and just kind of see if we can talk. You know, right now, this is a great time to kind of reflect on some things that are going on in our lives. Okay. This is an excellent time to do that. And, um, okay. And, cleansing our spirit, detoxing, doing things that are going to get us prepared for the changes that are about to happen to us. So, I just wanted to say that life is changing constantly. Okay? Life is changing constantly. And because life is changing constantly, we have to be prepared for that. Okay? We have to definitely be prepared for all the different changes that our lives are going to be going through. Okay? So how do we do that? The question is, how do we do that? How do we prepare ourselves for those changes? Okay? How do we look at the things that we probably need to do? Mind-wise, first of all, we need to look at how we're thinking about things. We need to change mind-wise. Okay? We need to start with how are we handling our everyday stressors? How are we making life easier for ourselves? Okay? What are we doing to make our lives easier for ourselves? Okay? Is there something that we could do now, right at this very moment? Or is it something down the line that we prepare ourselves for? Those are the questions that we can definitely ask. To see if, what is it that we can start looking at to make it easier for us to adjust or prepare ourselves, okay? What is it that we can do to change our perspective on life and how we look at it? I think one of the things is we have to take time out, look within, okay? Look within. Whatever is within that you're not happy with, okay? You can change it. You can change it. You don't have a problem. I mean, you can make that change. It's not hard to. I promise you, it is not hard to make that change. Okay? You can do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay? When it's coming to the make, especially when it's coming to making things better for you, you can do whatever you want, whatever your heart desires, or whatever you think that's gonna change your perspective on how you're doing the things that are not working in your life. Okay, that's the people you deal with, um, the um, the jobs that you're at. All of that plays a part in how you're going to think about making the change in your life, preparing you for it. Okay? Now, I'm about making sure that you win. That's what I'm about. I'm not about trying to say, okay, guarantee you that things are going to work out the way that you want them to work out. Because we're going to fall. We got to get up and shake it off, and move on. That goes with our jobs. That goes with our relationships. That goes with a lot of things. Okay? So keep that in mind. Okay? Let's see something here. There we go. Okay, let's see here. I'm sorry I'm putting my hands in the way. I'm trying to make sure. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So I was able to make these real quick there. See, it didn't take me no time at all to make those. Okay. So as we go through life, as we see that we need to change some things, we have to be willing to do it. Our mindset has to be in the point where we're willing to make that change. And sometimes we're not prepared for it. Now, a lot of times changes doesn't mean that you have to have money to make the change, because we're talking inner change. We're talking about how you do things from the inside. Okay? We're talking about, oh you guys, that's my little snuggy wuggy. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm talking about how do we hold up. What's up? Hmm? What's wrong? What's wrong, Mama? Hmm? All right. So, hold up. I apologize for my interruption. My my dog, um, she's she's being on a rampage right now. Okay, so when I talk about change, I'm basically talking about the change within us. Okay, I'm talking about um, how can we? How can we make sure that the changes that we make within ourselves prepare us? Okay? So how do we do that? All right. I apologize for that. I'm walking away for a second. I'm sorry. Okay. How can we make sure that the change that we are trying to make is needed? Can we think about that from the, from if we look at our circumstances, how things are working out in our lives? Can we say, okay, now I know that I need to make that change? Can we do that? Yeah, we can. We just have to pay attention to how we're dealing with life, how we're, mentally, emotionally. We have to look at it from that standpoint. We definitely got to look at it from that standpoint. Let's see. Okay. Because if we don't, you guys, it's not going to help us in the end. It's not going to help us be better people. It's not going to help us be able to handle different situations that we might find ourselves in. So for me, and it's the ideal that I'm talking about this in a sense that I want you guys to pay attention to how you're reacting, how you're feeling toward other people, how you actually deal with yourself. I mean, when you're around other people, how do they, do you feel like things, these people are good for you? When we're talking about your friends, when we talk about family, all of that plays a part in how you react to it. Because if we look at it, your energy actually can attract other energies. So, for instance, if you have a negative energy, no. If you have a negative energy, do you know another negative person who has a negative energy is going to pick that energy up? Yeah, they're going to pick up that energy. They're going to pick up that energy and you're going to be like, what? Why are they acting that way toward me? Well, because guess what? They picked up that negative energy that you're carrying around. Okay? So we have to look at that. We sometimes we have a habit of not wanting to admit when we don't do the right thing at the right moment, at the right time. When we find ourselves in situations like, you know what, I should have thought before I did that. I should have talked to myself before I did that. When I say talk to myself, there's nothing wrong with talking to yourself, you guys. Let me tell you, I've done it all my life. Okay? I have done that all my life. Talk to myself. And I'm glad I do, because you know what? I found out that talking to yourself keeps you more organized. You're not crazy, okay? You're not crazy by far, okay? So if somebody tells you you're just crazy, no, you're not. There's nothing wrong with it, I promise you. I could be a little, but if I am, I'll still talk to myself regardless. I just will, okay? That's just how I feel about it. So we look within, we look at the people that we deal with in our lives. What about those people trigger you to do things that you don't want to do or say things that you don't want to say? Okay. What do we have to do? We have to change our mindset. We have to know that we can win, because I'm all about winning. That is our that's our motto. It's time to win. And only you can do that. Nobody else can do that for you. You can only make that decision for yourself, because we want to see you do that. We want to see you be that person. Wow, those came out real cute. What you think? Those are gorgeous. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay. So we really we're really wanting to see how can we do that? How can we think of some things that we can make happen in our lives, because we're going to be doing some changes, okay? We definitely got to do some changing. So if we're doing these changes should be positive changes, okay? They should be changes that for sure, we know for sure we're going to benefit from those changes, okay? We definitely got to have that mindset that we're going to benefit from those changes. Okay. Let's see this here. Okay. So how do we do that? How do we do that? How do we pay attention to, what I learned is once you start on the process of changing, you're going to pay attention to things that you never paid attention to before about yourself. Okay. Because, and it's good that you're doing that. It's nothing wrong with you doing that, because you need to do that. Because if it's something you need to tweak, when it comes to your attitude, when it comes to the way you're doing things, yeah, you might need to do that. Okay? So, don't feel bad um, about the ideal that you have to do that. That you might have to tweak some of the things that you do. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay? Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay? So when we think about that, can we make that change? Can we do the things that needs to be done? That is going to help us move forward in our lives. That's the question. Are we ready? Are we ready to look at how we're dealing with life on our own? Not dealing with anybody else, but how we're dealing with life on our own. Can things change for us? Do we really want them to change? Because sometimes, we're comfortable. We don't ruffle our feathers, or, come in and put my home in turmoil, because, I don't really want that change. I hear what you're saying, but I'm not I'm not saying I need change. You're saying I need change. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes we do that. We're in denial of what could be good for us. You know what I'm saying? So we have to make sure we make that move. Okay? So I'm gonna, there we go. Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting those. Did a good job. Okay. So we get ourselves ready. We do the things that we need to do to move forward in our lives. We find ourselves separating from people who we already knew wasn't good for us. We just needed the right signal to say, hey, look, this is not good for you. And we do it, and we thrive from there. Okay? We thrive from making a major decision. Okay? And that major decision has been the major decision that you made is that now I don't have to go through this. No, I don't have to work at a job that doesn't appreciate me. I don't have to be in a relationship that doesn't appreciate me. I can love myself. Eventually, somebody who feels the same way I feel about myself will love me too. You know, it's all right. It's all right not to have somebody. Okay, you guys, let me say this, and I definitely want you guys to understand this. It's all right not to have somebody. I want you to know that. It's not, your friends might have a girlfriend, or I mean, your friends might have a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, okay, and they're enjoying life and you're watching them thrive in their relationship. But you guys got to remember now, you're working on yourself at this time. So a relationship might not be the answer when you're trying to work on yourself, okay? It just might not be the answer right now. Because you don't want, if you got a whole bunch of baggage, you don't want other people to have to carry your baggage while you in the middle of carrying your baggage, okay? If you're trying to get rid of the baggage, you don't need anybody at that moment in your life that's you're giving you're spending time giving them the blues because of something that you're going through, okay? That's not fair to them, okay? That at all is not fair to them. So why would you want to do that to them? Okay? So if your friends have their boyfriend, girlfriends, and they're happy, that's for them. Okay? That is for them. That's not for you. And you don't have to be upset about it. Okay, your time is coming. You'd be surprised. Your time is coming. Your time is coming, and it's going to be great when it happens. But I really, really encourage you to look within yourself, okay? Look within yourself. See what you can fix. How do you make yourself feel better about yourself? So when somebody loves you, they don't have to they don't have to stress about trying to keep you happy because you're having issues with keeping you happy. You understand what I'm saying? So just kind of keep that in mind. I see it happens a lot with women and men where you spend so much time worrying about how much somebody loves you that you haven't taken time out to find out how you love yourself. What you think? You don't even take time out to find out how much you love yourself. Aren't you important enough? Don't you think you're important enough to be loved? But don't you think you should love yourself first? I think you should. I think you should be priority over anything. Okay? Is putting a value on yourself and loving yourself and making yourself a better person. It is a long journey, but it can be done. Okay? It definitely can be done. So don't ever think that you cannot love somebody. Okay? And don't ever think that you first don't ever think that making you a priority to love is not a priority. That doesn't make any sense, okay? You have to make yourself a priority. You have to make yourself a priority. Okay? All right? So, I sat here already and made 3 pair of earrings. Just that quick. But I'm not done. I am not done. Okay? So, now that we've gotten that out the way, I want you guys to definitely love yourself. Be there for yourself. Okay? Learn to be in the present moment. Learn to enjoy the present moment. Okay? Learn to know how people react to you. Okay? Remember this. Family and friends are always going to, majority of the time, be the same. Very seldom do they change because I mean, unless they need to change within their life, yeah, that's fine. But your friends are going to be there, and your friends are going to be the ones to tell you uh, things about you, okay, that you might not be happy about, okay. I know my friends tell me when I'm not in the right space in my mind. My friends are there for me, and they definitely tell me when I'm not doing something right. Now, I wanted to hold up. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Okay. I've got to do something. Yeah, these are what I need. Okay. Um, your friends, a true friend is going to tell you exactly. Okay. A true friend is going to tell you exactly how you are when you're acting a bobo, if that's what you want to call it. When you're acting real mean and disrespectful. Okay, your friend is going to be that person to say, "Hey, wait a minute. I don't know what you're going through, but we need to check it before we leave." Like, like when you check yourself in the mirror before you leave the house. Yeah, you need to check that because we're not going to do this today. Okay, we're going to be happy. And you're entitled to be upset. Don't think you can't. I'm saying, when we're dealing with other people, we have to be careful of all the anger, even with our friends, because remember, energy travels. So if you have a negative energy, you don't want her to have a negative energy too. And you guys turn out to be two negative people hanging out together. You don't want that. Okay? So I really advise you to um, make sure you and your friends, you know, they have a good attitude. Those are the type of people you want to be around. You want to be around people with good attitudes. Um, things that you have in common with them. Okay, you definitely want to do that. You definitely want to be around people who uplift you and find you special. Okay, find you very special. Okay, let's see. I think I can put one more up there. Let's see. There we go. These are different, huh? Okay. All right. Okay. No, I don't think I want to cut that. I think, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. So as I was saying, um, finding that time to check ourselves and making sure that our friends, we can be able to not put any of our negative energy on our friends. Okay, if we're feeling negative, we need to make sure that we're checking that. Okay, if we're feeling bad and we don't want to be bothered, we need to be able to say that. Don't have people around you condoning your negative attitude and your negative behavior. I know I'm sounding like I'm going from one thing to another, but it all is basically talking about you. That's basically what we're doing here. We're talking about you. We're talking about things that we have to pay attention to. Um, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we're basically talking the same thing, and that's about you. That's what it ends up to be, a conversation about you. Okay. So I'm gonna do one more, and then I think we're going to wrap it up. Um, yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. So, I'll tell you a little bit um, about what I do. Um, as you heard me talking, I hope I was not rambling to you guys, but I was just basically kind of giving you a little bit of what I do. Um, my job as an empowering life coach is to um, make sure you get rid of the limited beliefs you have about yourself. Okay? I want to make sure that you feel good about the things that you do for yourself. Um, my other job is to um, get you to come around to the fact that you are special. You do mean something to someone. You mean something to yourself. And that these limited beliefs that you have are only limited and they don't last forever and they're temporary. You know why they're temporary? Because you have an opportunity, okay, to change them. So they're only temporary. Okay, they're only temporary. Okay. Um so as I encourage and as I encourage my clients to think about all the good things about themselves, okay? And then think about all the bad things about yourself that you feel that's bad, not from somebody else's opinion of you, how you feel, okay? It does have nothing to do with anybody else. It's mainly how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, okay? And I give them an opportunity, if I was to say something positive about them, I ask them to prove me wrong what I'm saying about them. Okay? And if they can prove me wrong, that all the things that they're saying about themselves is true, then we have to fix that. We have to work on it, not just outright fix it. I guess to a certain extent, yes, you have to fix it. But we have to make sure that we start working on those negative things that you feel about yourself and why you don't think that you're going to succeed in whatever it is that you want to do. Okay? That is what I do. Now, to contact me, you can go on our website. Okay, first of all, the website is still down. I have not completed revamping it. So it's under construction. But you can hit me up on our Facebook page, which is youcan'tclipmywings.com. Excuse me, You Can't Clip My Wings on Facebook. It is a group. If you want to join, let me know. We get you in it. If you you want to get us on Instagram, it's YCCMW2020. You can see we're here on YouTube at Celeta B. So that wouldn't be hard for you to get a hold of me on here. And if you're interested in finding a way to change how you feel about yourself, if you do feel like, you don't think you're worthy and you need some guidance on how to change that perspective about your mindset, because it's about your mindset. It's what we put in our head. and it comes out in the things that we do and how we react to people and situations. So if you need help on that, hit me up. And I am offering free right now 30-minute consultations. Okay? So we are offering free 30-minute consultations to decide whether or not I have the goods to help you get through that. Okay? All right? I am tempted to make one more pair. And I'm trying to figure out what do I want to make it with. Okay, so I see something I want to make it with. Okay, so you can hit me up that way. Those are the main ways you can hit me up. And you also can go to youcan'tclipmywings@gmail.com to email me any information. If you want a copy of our ebook, From Setbacks to Success, A Woman's Journey ebook, I'm giving those away for free. So if you're interested in wanting a copy of one of those, you can let me know and I will definitely get it to you. Okay? And give me some feedback on it. I'm very interested in the feedback. How you thought the book worked for you. Okay? So you guys, I am definitely going to I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go and let you guys have a great evening. I'm going to sit here and make probably 2 or 3 more pair of earrings because I'm in this mode now. And I want you guys to have a great evening. And again, you can catch me on You Can't Clip My Wings on Facebook group. You can hit me up on Instagram at YCCMW2020. You can also hit me up here on YouTube at Celeta B. You can also go to our website, youcan'tclipmywings.com. Soon and very soon, we will be having a Patreon page coming. Okay? We will be having a Patreon page coming soon. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Have a great evening. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.